Thank you, Chairman Graham, for hosting this. It is, first of all, a treat to be here and see you and Ranking Member Leahy, who work together so well on so many issues. It's a good sign for the Senate, the relationship that you two have, and it gives me confidence that we will make real progress as a result of this hearing. It's also a great privilege to be here with my compadre on all things ocean plastics, Dan Sullivan. As he said, we do beach cleanups with trash bags. He does beach cleanups with front-end loaders, dumpsters, and barges. So it's a real problem for Alaska, but it's a problem for the entire world because plastic pollution and marine debris befoul all our oceans and hurt global coastal communities. About 8 million metric tons of this trash goes into the sea every year. If you stack 5 grocery bags full of plastic trash on every square foot of shoreline in the world and kick it into the ocean, that's the scale of what we're doing every year. And at this rate, there will be more plastic by weight in the ocean than fish by weight in the ocean by 2050. It's a health issue, an unexplained health issue, because plastic breaks down into teensy tiny microscopic pieces and infiltrates the marine food chain with harm we still need to understand to fish, wildlife, and human health. So we are not doing a very good job at handling this. As a country and as a world, we only manage a fraction of the plastic waste that we produce. Much of what we fail to manage goes into the ocean. International efforts will help us combat this ocean plastic pollution, and we can make positive changes here at home because our waste and water infrastructure needs improving, as does our recycling system. But we must reduce new plastic waste and create economic incentives to clean up the plastic waste already befouling our seas. Save Our Seas, mentioned by Dan, and Save Our Seas 2.0 show bipartisan support to address marine debris and ocean plastic pollution. Save Our Seas is already law, and this year the Senate passed Save Our Seas 2.0 by unanimous consent, and we hope for House action to pass it into law in this Congress. These bills do the 2 basic things we need to do: boost international engagement to clean up ocean plastics and strengthen our domestic response. So what's out there right now? ProBlue, an ocean trust fund at the World Bank, already helps address the threat of marine pollution and ocean plastics. And it raises awareness, it integrates international efforts, it promotes public and private sector investment. The United States should step up on combating ocean plastic pollution, as we traditionally have in fisheries management and in ocean conservation, both by contributing to this fund and perhaps by establishing our own to support it and vindicate our own policies. We should strengthen the Department of State and USAID's ocean plastic pollution work. They support international efforts to address marine debris. There's no reason for the U.S. to be laggards in this space. A study is already underway at the National Academy of Science to evaluate the type, sources, and geographic distribution of our own plastic waste, where we export it, whether there's adequate waste management infrastructure there, and what environmental conditions result. Supporting a global fund can help us build on this research and act on its findings. Ocean plastic pollution is a global problem with bipartisan support for action in Congress and strong statements, as Senator Sullivan said, from the President, the Secretary of State, and our trade representative. There's no reason not to move forward. It will take an international response because so much of the problem is overseas. Powering up the Department of State and USAID's work and launching funding for global ocean plastic reduction through ProBlue or through our own or both would ensure that the United States is an acknowledged leader in this space. There's no reason not to move forward, Mr. Chairman, and there's every reason to move forward for the sake of our coastal communities and blue economies, for the sake of human health, and for the sake of a healthy, beautiful, and clean ocean. I know you are an advocate for the Atlantic shore of South Carolina, as I am for our beautiful sparkling shore and bay in Rhode Island, and I appreciate very much that you and that famous scuba diver our ranking member, Patrick Leahy, are such enthusiasts. So I appreciate it.